Drop the price! Drop the price! Drop the price! Drop the price!
Oh, greetings everybody, I'm Commander Great, CG for short. Right now, we're protesting against Nintendo for their insanely high prices on the Switch 2. I mean, Mario Kart for $80? Are you kidding me?
Drop the price! I mean, come on, I'm basically in Mario Kart World. Can't you at least give me a discount?
Drop the price.
That's it, I'm going in there myself to make them lower the price.
5 seconds later!
God damn it, CG.
I couldn't help it, they were so persuasive.
You want this?
Yeah.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! I have a Nintendo Switch 2 of my own! All for me to put in my disgusting nerd hands! I've been looking forward to this thing for years, even before it was officially announced. Yeah, the Switch has definitely been showing its age recently, with it struggling to run a lot of the recent games that have been coming out. So this upgrade was definitely well overdue. And now I have one of my own. My very own Nintendo Switch 2. I kinda don't like that name. I don't know, it just doesn't feel very creative. Nintendo is usually very unique when naming their console successors, like with the Super NES, Game Boy Advance, Wii U. Okay, I said they were unique, I didn't say they were good. But 2? Just 2? What is this, PlayStation 2? AirPods 2? Shrek 2? Hawk 2? No! But other than the name, I have pretty much zero complaints about it. Zero complaints about it.
So, now that I have a Nintendo Switch 2 of my own with Mario Kart World included, I'm gonna head right home and start playing. This is gonna be so much fun!
You realize you paid for that with my money, right? My hard-earned money?
Switch 2 time!
Yay!
So, right off the bat, there are a couple things I want to say. First of all, being I will never go back to you in my life. Once you have the Switch 2, there's no going back. This thing is like the original Switch, but better in every single way. Oh, that's why they called it the Switch 2. That makes sense, actually. It's a lot bigger than the original Switch. Not so much bigger that it doesn't feel like a handheld anymore, but just big enough to make it feel like a substantial upgrade from the original Switch. It just fits a lot better in your hands. The fact that there's more space between your fingers and the buttons makes playing games feel a lot more natural, and not like you're playing a shrunk-down version of a regular controller.
I mean, come on! Were these controllers made for ants? I think I'm the first person in the world to ever say that.
The Joy-Con 2s are the Joy-Coniest Joy-Cons that Nintendo ever Joy-Conned. They now connect to the console through magnets as opposed to rails, and the sound it makes when you connect them... Ooh, play that again. Ah, that's music to my ears. It's like connecting 2 Lego bricks, but amplified by 1,000. This is because the Joy-Con 2s attach via magnets, which is what helps lock them into place. They just slide in so smoothly, you don't even need to push them all the way in. You just bring them close and they automatically slide in like the good little controllers they are. And once they're in there, they're really in there, so you don't need to worry about your Joy-Cons detaching from your console mid-game. This is because the Joy-Con 2s attach via magnets, which is what keeps them nice and secure to the console. Why do I keep mentioning magnets over and over again? Because magnets are cool, dude, that's why. There's nothing deeper to this, I'm just having fun. Looking at the screen, you also notice a huge difference. I don't think it really hit me how much bigger this thing is until I was able to look at it with my own eyes. But damn! The bigger screen really does make games look better than they've ever looked before, especially combined with a higher resolution and smoother frame rates. Like, damn! Bowser's thighs have never looked so HD!
Damn!
Now, yes, it is still an LCD screen like on the original Switch, and many people were hoping they would go the OLED route, and while that definitely would have been cool, it definitely would have made the console even more expensive. And let's be honest here, the console is expensive enough as it is, so I don't mind it being LCD. And besides, it is still a really good LCD screen, definitely 100 times better than the original Switch. I mean, come on, the original Switch was kinda outdated even when it came out, let's be honest. The image is clearer, the colors pop a lot more, and it's also a lot brighter. It's literally like if you took a high quality TV, shrunk it down, and put controllers on the sides. It's that good. Regarding the interface, however, it's pretty much the exact same.
No Miiverse?
Yeah, it's pretty much the exact same as the Switch 1 interface, with little to no changes. And come on, man, that's just kinda depressing. You couldn't even give us something a little different? I mean, look at the Wii and Wii U. The interfaces of those systems still follow the same general theming while still being different. And at least the Wii U had some ambient music to help liven things up. But here, there's nothing.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Mario? Are you there?
Nintendo, please update the Switch 2 interface. I miss when they had actual personality. And no, adding a white glow around the Mii's heads doesn't count. Only other things that come in the box are some cables, the grip, the dock, and the straps. I don't want your damn straps, Nintendo. I already have my own. And what else? Some stupid code for some stupid game called Mario Kart Stupid World? Holy shit, this game is insane! Look at all these characters! Dude, the open world is huge! You can grind on the rails now? Oh my god, he's on a little journey! You drive to the next race? Holy shit, this is so hectic! Knockout Chore is so much fun! Why does eating a burger give you different clothes? What happens if you go down here? Ah! Toad's Factory is in this game? You can drive on the wall? Your car turns into a little plane! They're playing Piranha Plant's Lullaby from Mario 64! You can be a cow! The cow! Moo moo, motherfuckers, look at me. I made a video where I complained about the price of this game and called Nintendo out for manipulating their consumers to buy an overpriced game. And here I am with that overpriced game. And it was worth every penny. Now, I may be a hypocrite and a Nintendo shill, but have you considered this? I'm also a cow.
I play games. I am a cow.
Okay, all joking aside, I do still stand by what I said in that video. I do think this game is insanely overpriced. $80 is a lot to spend on any game, let alone Mario Kart. It's a quality game, don't get me wrong, but it is absolutely not worth $80. However, if you get it for $50 with a bundle like how I did, then yeah, it's absolutely worth it. Mario Kart World brings with it the biggest change in the series history, being the Mario Kart World. See, that's why they named it that. The entire game is now set on this massive island where every track is connected. No longer do you need to load to a different level. Here, when you go to the next track, you actually drive to the next track. No longer is the race just about completing 3 laps and getting first place. This time, driving to the next track is just as much part of the race as the actual track itself. And sometimes even more so. Yeah, my one complaint about these intermissions is that they often overshadow the game's actual tracks. Let's say we want to go to Toad's Factory. Well, first we're gonna need to do 2 intermission laps, drive all the way through here, go up here, try not to collide with the cars, go up this bridge, and now you're at Toad's Factory. But the actual Toad's Factory track is only 1 lap. Yeah, these intermission sections aren't separated from the actual tracks. They're fully part of them, meaning that during 2/3 of most tracks, you aren't even on the actual track, you're just going there. I'm not saying the intermissions aren't fun, because they are. They're just as fun and chaotic as Mario Kart has ever been, maybe even more chaotic in some parts. But it is a little disappointing when you realize that you spend more time driving through the intermissions than on the actual tracks. This could easily be fixed by just adding a classic mode, which could be a more traditional Mario Kart experience without the intermissions. Because as it is right now, I kinda wish we got to spend more time on the game's actual tracks, because they're some of the best in the series history. DK Spaceport is such a unique homage to the Donkey Kong arcade game, with this giant robot gorilla throwing barrels at you along the way. Dino Dino Jungle is an amazing remake of the original track that turns it into a Jurassic Park-inspired laboratory with dinosaurs running all over the place, and Cheep Cheep Falls might genuinely be the best-looking track in any Mario Kart game ever. You drive past these beautiful Japanese buildings while red leaves fall through the air, and then you go into the water and you're like, holy shit, that water looks beautiful. Am I playing a Mario Kart game or watching a Pixar movie right now? Oh my god. They were really utilizing the power of the Switch 2 for this track. You could never do anything like this on the Switch 1. Well, you probably could, you just wouldn't have a Switch afterwards. This is the best looking game in the series, there's no doubt about it. While it doesn't go for the same realistic art style as Mario Kart 8, it's a lot more polished. It manages to put in a lot of detail into every aspect of the world while still keeping everything feeling like it belongs in the Mario universe. These details are pretty easy to miss when you're racing, but in the free roam mode, you get the chance to really appreciate them. You can find Shy Guys walking on the sidewalk, a friend group enjoying a bonfire on the beach, and little toads driving around in little toad-sized cars. Sometimes you can even see them park and get out of their cars. Holy shit, the attention to detail in this world is insane. These details are incredibly small and really not needed at all, but they help make the world feel so much more lived in, like how every single character now apparently has their own franchise and company, even the dolphin. The fucking dolphin. One of my favorite things to do in this game is just driving around in the open world and taking in the environment. Watching the NPCs drive around in their little cars on the freeway, watching the sun set in the distance, and finding little toads and Shy Guys out and about really makes you wonder what their stories are. Like, how far have they traveled? Where are they going? And am I gonna violently ram into them?
Well, the answer is yes, Sally. Yes, I am.
This is genuinely one of the most beautiful and detailed open worlds that Nintendo have ever made. Obviously, the one in Breath of the Wild is a lot more expansive, but not even that game matches up to the sheer attention to detail here. Makes me kinda wish that there was more stuff to actually do in it. Yeah, while I do definitely enjoy the open world a lot, there's not exactly a ton to do in it. Your only real objectives is to do little missions to earn stickers and collect coins. That's it. These stickers and coins don't even do anything. They're just here for the purpose of collecting them. Sure, you can put the stickers on your cart, but they're so small that you barely even notice them while playing. I just wish there was something else for you to do in the open world, because for the amount of detail they put into it, I kinda wish there was more incentive for the player to explore it. Like, maybe you could have a little shop where you could spend all your coins to unlock additional characters. That would certainly be better than the fucking Kamek rule that they have going on right now, even if it is kind of funny to randomly turn into a coin coffer. How the fuck did you get in but not the Koopalings? This game has one of the most insane rosters of any Mario Kart game, and I love it for that. It's like Nintendo looked over every single enemy and side character in the Mario platformers and said, yeah, one of everything, please. You can be a Pianta, you can be a Pokey, you can be a fucking Conchtor from that one level of Mario 3D World. Penguin, Charging Chuck, Stingbee, Dolphin, Goomba, Parabitty Snowman. Snowman! How are you even driving?
It's a Christmas miracle.
And not only do you get some insane new characters, but the old characters look better than they've ever looked before. Mario looks a lot cuter and chubbier, Donkey Kong looks like he has an actual soul behind his eyes now, Peach has much more of an expressive face, and Daisy... Oh my god, look at Daisy! Go, Daisy, go! They made Toad a lot stubbier, Wario a lot thicker, and Pauline a lot more... Damn! They all really do look their absolute best, so if this is gonna be the art direction going forward for these characters, I'm totally down for it. They all look amazing. And the actual tracks are amazing too. They've got a perfect mix of new tracks and retro tracks that make the game just a blast to play through. And also more chaotic than ever before, with 24 racers now being present at once. This makes the game a little frustrating at times, but that's all part of the fun of Mario Kart. It's not too bad in the offline mode, but when playing online, holy shit, you've just entered a fucking war zone. Oh my god, what's going on? I'm gonna hit this. No! What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is that? Ah! I'm going back to the offline mode. Never before in a Mario Kart game have I had this many items thrown at me at once. There are so many times in this game where I will be right at the finish line and then out of nowhere a blue shell will hit me last second. Now, the blue shell is pretty scary on its own. But when you're playing Knockout Tour, this thing turns into one of the scariest horror villains of all time. You're in first place, hoping, praying that this will finally be the time you win. And then you see it. The blue shell is on its way, and you start to panic. The only item you have is a green shell. You think for a second if you could possibly cheat the game or perform some sort of glitch to avoid it, but before you know it, it's already above you. You look up in pure horror, staring right into the eyes of death itself. And before you can even react, it starts descending down on you. Time almost freezes. You know this is the end. You close your eyes and think about everything you've ever done. Every memory, every interaction. It's all led up to this.
Oh, girl, it's you that I lie as the atom bomb locks in. Oh, it's you I watch TV with.
So, yeah, pretty good game. 8 out of 10.
Hey guys, I know you're all really enjoying playing that game, but I'm gonna need you to return that console.
What? Why?
Because you bought it with my money! My money! That's supposed to go towards essentials, not video game consoles!
Come on, Joe, just give it a try. I'm sure you'll change your mind.
No! You know I don't play video games!
Come on, Joe. Just for a little bit, please.
Fine. One game. But after that, we're returning it.
5 seconds later.
Okay, yeah, this is actually pretty fun.